Hello and hello, I'm David Logan, your IT geek, taking the complexity out of technology for the home worker. I'm based here today in Annan, South Scotland, UK. And with me today is Willie Nichol. So Willie, where are you and how are you?
Thanks, David. First of all, I'm very well, thank you. I'm in Troon, South East of Scotland.
Great, fantastic. So this week's video, we're looking on your expertise. So going back to week 3, video log 3, we had you earmarked or highlighted 5 different areas how we could take the stress, the anxiety out of people that are concerned right now during lockdown. We've talked about exercise, we've talked about breathing. This week, if it's okay with you, I'd like to look at mindfulness and meditation. So how can that help the person that's stressed currently, not knowing what's going to happen medium, long term?
Yes, David, thank you. We talked about breathing exercises, and I mentioned a big long word, gamma aminobutyric acid, or GABA for short, which is a neurotransmitter which can be stimulated by the use of correct breathing techniques. And it helps regulate our anxiety and calms us down. These breathing techniques are an integral part of mindfulness and meditation, which are often lumped together in one sentence as the same thing, but they're not. So if I may, I'll talk about mindfulness and meditation. Although they are related, I'll talk them not in isolation, but giving the viewer a better idea, hopefully, of what's one and what's the other.
Okay, so looking at meditation, how can we help people with meditation?
Well, if I may, I'll do the mindfulness first.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So mindfulness is simply being present, being in the now, not concerning ourselves with external pressures. And that sounds perhaps a wee bit airy-fairy, but it's actually very good, because practicing mindfulness can reduce our anxiety. As I said with breathing, it's an integral part of mindfulness. So mindfulness is just sitting in a comfortable place with your eyes open, focus on a particular spot or object, concentrate on it, but also be aware of the things that are happening left, right, centre, above us. Use your peripheral vision, but don't focus on what's happening. Focus on the spot in front of you and clear your mind. So you are listening to your breathing, you are trying not to think too much, and letting thoughts just pass by. So your breathing, as I told you before, should be done through the diaphragm, not the chest. So what's suggested is take a deep breath in using your diaphragm, which should be pushed out in the in-breath. Breathe in for 4, hold it for 6, and breathe out through your mouth for 8. So the very act of doing that, when you're focusing on your breathing, tends to ensure that you're not thinking about anything else. Do that a couple of times, clear your head, and try not to think about anything. However, if any thoughts do pop into your head, you can acknowledge them and just let them go. And you can maybe do this for 4 or 5 minutes, just sitting there, not thinking about anything, doing your breathing, clearing your head, stimulating your GABA, and thereby reducing your anxiety. Does that make sense?
Yes. So that breathing exercise again. So what can you go through that again? Sorry, the exercise for the breathing?
Yes. Deep breathing, and there are many different types of breathing exercise, but it's a very simple one. Now, if you breathe in deeply, take it right down to your diaphragm, your tummy, the belly, right? Hold it for 4. Sorry, breathe in for 4. Hold it for 6. Then have a big exhalation for 8 through your mouth.
The
Right?
mouth, not the nose.
Not the nose, the mouth.
Oh, the nose. Okay.
Right. It doesn't really matter how you breathe in, but probably better through the nose. Right. Breathe out through the mouth. So this takes practice, and that's why they call it practicing mindfulness and practicing meditation. So practice, you can do it anywhere you like, as long as you're somewhere quiet and you're not going to be disturbed. Now, another tip is, in the first 30 minutes when we wake up in the morning is when our mind is, feel like, most suggestible. Right? So it's a good idea to do this first thing in the morning. Take 5 minutes out, sit down, focus on a spot, as I'm doing now. Be aware of what's in your peripheral vision. Do your breathing and let your mind, if you like, go blank. Right? Not what you're going to have for breakfast, not how you're going to go to work. Let your mind go blank. Any thoughts that do pop in your head, go, okay, fair enough. Let them go. So you become inside your head almost like a big empty space. And not overthinking and not letting ourselves get too tied up in our inner thinking is in itself relaxing. So anytime you're 5 minutes spare, get somewhere quiet and practice doing this. And it does work.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Nature, does nature have a calming effect on, does this come into the mindfulness, nature?
Yes, you could do. I mean, you could sit outside in the back garden and listen to the birds tweeting, right? Instead of focusing on your breathing, you'd be focusing on the birds chirping, right? But the whole idea is to stop thinking or stop overthinking, right? Some scientific study says that 50% of humans are constantly living in their head, thinking in their head, right? And that is not conducive to reducing your stress or your anxiety. So using a technique like mindfulness, which incorporates the breathing, is a good way of clearing your head, if you like, and being in the moment, being in the now. Not what happened 2 minutes ago, not what's going to happen 5 minutes in the future. Now, just sit, relax, focus on your breathing or focus on the birds, whatever it is, clear your head, and this will help you get calmer and less anxious.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
However, meditation is a kind of follow-on from that, right? Meditation focuses on relaxation and calm, where you actually are thinking about things, but you're thinking about relaxation and calm. And it's a practice. You have to practice it. They say meditation is like a muscle. Meditation is exercise for your mind, the same way as physical exercise builds your muscles, your physical muscles. So before we get into it too deeply, I would urge the viewer, go online, Google mindfulness, Google meditation, Google both of them together, and you'll get a much clearer idea of my very rudimentary explanation. There are apps you can download. There are meditations on YouTube, so you can listen to them. Find one or two or whatever that you enjoy that work for you. Right? So the meditation's there. People will talk to you. You can go to meditation teachers if you're struggling to do it yourself. But I would urge everyone not to dismiss it out of hand and have a go at either of them, because stress and anxiety are not good. And why would you not try something to reduce that? Because it will make you mentally healthier and physically healthier.
Perfect. Thank you. Anything else you want to add, or is that you for this week?
No, that's me. I've spoken enough. As I say, go online, look for yourself. If you want to reach out to me, I have some documents I could send to you. or reach out to me for further information. But I would all just urge you, give it a go. What have you got to lose?
Spot on. Great advice as always, Wally. Thank you. So to the viewer, there you go. If you want to know what the links are, or you want to speak to Wally, approach us via messenger, or comments down below. Please go onto our YouTube channel, go onto our website, go onto our Facebook page. We are opening up more channels as we go forward, as time allows. For now, that is me for this week. David Logan, the IT Geek. Peter Promise is what I seek. Goodbye and good day.
Well done, David. Yes, it's goodbye from me, Murray, the personal development life coach, and also Techno Dinosaur, collaborating with David. Please reach out to us if you need any information. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well. Thank you for listening.